Most people think explaining themselves makes them look reasonable. It doesn't. It makes them look uncertain. The moment you start over-explaining, you signal something dangerous. You signal that you need approval. And authority disappears the second you need approval. Positive thinking teaches you to clarify, to smooth things over, to make sure everyone understands you. Stoicism teaches something colder and far more effective. You are not required to be understood to be respected. Think about the people who hold real authority in your life. They don't rush to justify themselves. They don't panic when misunderstood. They don't chase agreement. They speak, or they don't, and the room adjusts. That's not confidence. That's control. Explaining yourself too much comes from fear. Fear of being judged. Fear of being disliked. Fear of losing status. So you talk, and talk, and talk. Each sentence feels like you're fixing the situation, but you're actually lowering your position, because now the other person is the judge, and you're the defendant. The Stoics warned about this, not with modern language, but with brutal clarity. You control your actions, not other people's interpretations. The moment you start managing perceptions, you've left your lane. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most explanations are not requested. They are volunteered. And volunteering an explanation is a silent confession of insecurity. Authority doesn't come from being clear. It comes from being grounded. Let's make this practical. Someone questions your decision at work. Your instinct is to justify every detail. Instead, you say less. You state the decision. You pause. You let the silence do the work. Someone misunderstands your intention. You feel the urge to correct them immediately. Instead, you ask yourself one question. Does this actually matter? Or does my ego just want relief? Most of the time, it's the ego. Silence feels dangerous because it removes your illusion of control. But silence is where real control lives. The Stoics trained this deliberately. They practiced restraint. They practiced non-reaction. They practiced choosing when to speak. Not because they were passive, but because they understood power dynamics. The calm person sets the frame. The reactive person plays inside it. This applies everywhere. Work, relationships, conflict, disrespect, even online. The less you explain, the more weight your words carry when you finally speak. Here's a simple habit to train this. For 1 week, do not explain unless you are directly asked. Not hinted. Not implied. Asked. Notice how uncomfortable it feels. Notice how often nothing bad happens. Notice how people start adjusting to you instead. This is not manipulation. It's discipline. And discipline always outperforms positivity. If you want to train this daily, with practical exercises and mental drills, check the description. That's where my Stoicism ebook is. Subscribe if you want to keep building this skill, because it applies to every area of life, not just this situation. And next time you feel that familiar urge to explain yourself away, pause. Because the moment you stop over-explaining, something subtle shifts. People start listening more carefully. And the question becomes, what else have you been giving away without even noticing?